Hey guys, this is Amanda Altman. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me for another yoga practice. I just finished filming a very strappy practice, so really getting into the hips, the hamstrings, the ankles, everything in the lower half of the body. So it's really awesome. I hope you enjoy. I seem to have done something silly and cut my foot out of most of the video. So please pardon this. I will try not to do it again. But sometimes you just have to laugh at yourself for doing these silly things. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the video anyway. I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Hey guys, so I just rolled out of bed and I thought I would film a short little morning routine that is going to use the strap. So if you have a yoga strap, grab it. It'll help. If you don't, you can use a scarf, you can use a belt, get creative with it. Pretty much anything that can loop around your foot and you can hold on to it. So I'm going to be trying out some new recording techniques, so I'll have my phone nearby, but go ahead and leave yours wherever. You don't need it right now. And enjoy. That's all you have to do. You can go ahead, lay in Shavasana, so allow the palms of your hands to come up towards the ceiling. The feet can flop out sideways. Let everything be relaxed. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. And just begin to deepen the breathing. Feel the belly rise and fill as you inhale. As you exhale, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Try to keep all of your focus on the breath. If you notice thoughts begin to float up, try to allow those to float away. Redirect your attention back to the breath. One more exhale, let out a nice, long, drawn-out breath. And then on your inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Bring your toe bones to touch and reach as long as you can. You should feel a nice stretch through the abdomen, through the shoulders. You should notice the lower back lifting. As you exhale, allow the arms to sweep back down. The palms land on the floor next to the hips. Try to press the lower back into the ground. And then again on your inhale, reaching the arms up. And then coming up over the shoulders, reaching out long. And then as you exhale, lowering the arms back down. You can even flex through the feet here if it feels good. So just begin to move with your breath here. Inhaling and reaching nice and long one more time. And then this time as you exhale, bring both knees in towards the chest. Hands come around the kneecaps. And you can begin to rock back and forth, just massaging your sacrum. That's that big lower backbone. It feels almost like a rectangle. And then as you come to stillness, begin to make some circles. So here you should really feel that rectangular shape. You should feel 4 points as you go around. with the knees. And even here, we're trying to link the breath with the movement. So starting with the knees in, then as you come out, you're inhaling. When you get about halfway around, you start to exhale and then bring the knees back in. Breathing deeply in, and then breathing deeply out. Next time on the end of that exhale, as the knees come back in, inhale and go in the opposite direction. Exhaling as the knees come back in towards the chest. Doing about 2 more rounds. Next time, as you exhale, pull the knees in towards the chest. Inhale and bring the forehead up towards the knees. Exhale and come back down. Release the head and the shoulders. Elongate the legs, the arms. Reach as long as you can as you inhale. And then as you exhale, bring both knees in once again. Take a little rock back and forth if it feels good. This time you can allow the knees to part a little bit more. And then rock back and forth. You should feel a nice massage through the outside of the hips. And again, notice any mental activity that may be happening. Allow those thoughts to float back off. And come back into your body. Notice your breathing. Notice what your body is feeling at this moment. And then from here, we're going to come to stillness, bring the knees back together, and then go ahead and find your strap. And so we're going to have it unlooped. If you have a strap, you'll see what I mean. You have the ability to loop it in a circle, but we're going to keep it nice and long and open. And then we're going to take it and stretch the feet up towards the roof, looping it over the balls of the feet. And so once it's there, we're going to stretch the legs up towards the ceiling, flex through the feet, and just notice how this stretch is feeling through the hamstrings, through the knees even. And then on your next inhale, pointing through both toes. As you exhale, flexing through the feet. And we're not really pulling on the strap too hard here. We're just kind of guiding the feet back and forth. As we inhale, we're pushing against the strap with the feet. And then as we exhale, guiding the feet back into a flexed position. Moving at your own pace. Again, just paying attention to your breath and to the movement of your body with that breath. Doing one more round, inhaling and pointing, exhaling and flexing. And then from there, releasing the left foot out of the strap, keep it flexed and pointing up towards the ceiling. And then as slowly as you can, on your next exhale, lower the foot down towards the ground. Once it gets there, keep it flexed. And then we're going to tighten the grip just a bit on this strap. See if you can bring the leg in any closer. This is the right leg in the strap. So see if as you tighten the grip, you can pull it in any closer towards the body. If you have any discomfort in the knee, take a micro bend or even a deep bend, whatever you like. Try to relax through the shoulders. It's easy to tense up as you're holding the strap. And if this is too intense for you, you always have the option of bending the left leg. Sole of the foot would be planted on the mat. Go ahead and try to make the leg as straight as you can, the right leg, but still keeping that little micro bend. That micro bend is important. We don't want to ever lock the knee totally straight. So again, on the inhale, pointing through the toe, and then exhaling and flexing. Inhaling and pointing. Exhaling and flexing. And then this time as you flex, pause there. Go ahead and try to angle the sole of the foot over to the left side. So we're not moving the hips here. It's only the sole of the foot that's rotating. And then both sides of the strap are going to come into the left hand. Right hand is going to come down to the floor. The palm of the hand is down. So we're nice and grounded. Here, the right hip is not going to lift. We're going to take a deep inhale. And then as we exhale, we're just going to guide the foot over towards the left side. It's a very slight movement. You may only go a few inches. Again, make sure that that right hip is staying on the ground. You should feel an intense stretch through the IT band. So all the way down through the calf, all the way into the hamstring and up into the hip. Breathe deeply here. As you breathe in, imagine light and energy going directly into wherever you feel sensation. And as you exhale, dissolving tension there. On your inhale, lifting the leg back up. Sole of the foot rotates back up towards the ceiling. The strap stays in the same hand. Inhale and prepare. And then on the exhale, we're going to allow the right hip to lift off the ground. Leg is coming all the way over to the left. And we're twisting. Breathing deeply here. You'll notice the right shoulder may come off the ground a little bit. That's okay. And if you feel like you want to deepen the stretch, you can look over towards the right side. Deepen your breathing here. Very deep inhales, very deep exhales. If you looked over towards the right on your next inhale, lift the head back to center. Exhale, and then as you inhale, use some core strength and lift the leg back up to center. And then from here, we're going to switch hands. So the right hand comes onto the strap, left hand is released down to the floor, palm is facing down. And that right foot is still flexed. As you inhale, see if you can lift that foot any closer in towards the body. And then as you exhale, allow the foot to fall out towards the right side. So here it's important to keep that micro bend. The leg is not going to fall all the way to the floor. You shouldn't be trying to get it there. You want to move where it's comfortable for your body. Try to keep that left hip planted. So if it starts to lift, you can bring your left hand onto it and just try to keep it a little bit closer to the floor. Again, breathing deeply here, and you'll notice every exhale you take that it gets a little easier to release, to open that hip. You still have the micro bend in that right leg. Two more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, bending deeply through the knee, lifting it back up into the center line of the body. Bring the strap so that you have one hand on either side of the strap. Take a deep inhale, point through the toes. As you exhale, flex and bend in the knee. Allow the knee to come over towards that right shoulder. So into a supported, half happy baby. You want to keep the foot flexed. Try to keep the knee in line with the shoulder, so sometimes your knee will come out a little too far. Try to pull it in, and you'll feel a difference there. Again, deep breathing here. I find sometimes that I have a death grip on the strap. And if you find that you're doing that, just relax, try to laugh at it. It's not a big deal. You could even look at that as a reflection of the way that your mind is working. Why are we having a death grip on this strap, on this pose, when we could just relax and make it a lot easier? On your next inhale, straighten out through the leg. Go ahead and lift that left leg back up into the strap. Get the ball of the foot in there. And then flex through the right foot, release it out of the strap, and lower it down to the floor as slowly as you can. And so now that that foot is lowered down, you should feel a nice big difference in the hip. If you want, again, you have the option of bending through the knee, just to take a little intensity out of these stretches. Excuse me, my voice cracked. So wherever you find comfortable, go ahead and begin the pointing and flexing again. So inhaling and pointing, exhaling and flexing. Doing that just a few times. And then as you flex through the foot this time, go ahead and bring both sides of the strap into the right hand. Left hand is released down to the floor. And then we're going to rotate the sole of the foot over towards the right side of the room. So you should feel a nice stretch already happening down through the ankle and the calf. We're going to take a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, begin to very gently move the foot over towards the right side, just a few inches. Again, that left hip is staying grounded. You should feel an awesome IT band stretch here. If you want to intensify it, try to lift or bring the foot a little closer in towards the body, so the entire leg is going to come closer into the torso. Again, watch your death grip on the strap. Relax it. And again, all of these things are normal, and your yoga practice is yours. Normally, if I'm saying that to release that death grip or to relax the mind, it's because I'm experiencing the same thing. So just take that into account. It's okay for the mind to wander. It's okay for it to be hard to relax the grip on the strap. All of that is okay. Everything is okay in yoga, as long as you are trying your best. On your next inhale, lift the leg back up to the center line of the body. Bring it back to a flexed position. Inhale, and then as you exhale, allow the leg to fall all the way over to the right side. It's crossing over the body this time. And again, that right hand is grounded. Deep inhale here. If you want to, on your exhale, you can look over towards the left hand. Deep breathing here. You may feel differences between this left side and the right. Those are okay. Just notice those. Direct your mind into the sensation that you're feeling. Two more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, bend through the knee just a bit. Activate the core and lift it back up to center. Switch the strap, or the hand that the strap is in. So this time both sides of the strap are in the left hand. Right hand is coming down, palm is facing down to the floor, grounding us. Taking a deep inhale, we have a little micro bend in the knee. And then as we exhale, we're letting the leg fall over towards that left side. Again, you have the option of moving the hand onto that right hip to help it stay grounded. And if you're holding the hand on the hip, touch yourself with love. Don't try to force your hip down. We just want to place the hand there so that we're aware of the hip either lifting up or being grounded. And deepen the breathing. Two more rounds of breath here. Notice any activity that the mind may be engaging in, especially here opening the hips. On your next inhale, bend in the knee, lift it back up to center. Inhale and point. Exhale and flex, and then bend in the knee, bring it down towards the shoulder into half happy baby. And if you're more comfortable, you can bring one side of the strap into each hand. It's whatever you like. Again, left foot is staying flexed. Try to bring the foot or the ankle so that it's as in line with the knee as it can be, as possible for you. And again, see if you can bring the knee inward a little bit towards the body, more in line with the shoulder. Deep inhale here. Exhale fully. Try to relax the body, maybe even let out a sigh. On the inhale, lifting the leg back up, flexing through the foot. You can go ahead and release the strap, place it off to the side, and then flex through the foot and lower it down as slowly as you can. Try to control it. That's where a lot of the toning in yoga comes from, is controlling our movements. And then when you get there, go ahead and allow the arms to flop out sideways. You can flop the legs back and forth a little bit. So we're windshield wipering the feet. And then again, inhale and reach the arms up as long as you can. Toe bones come to touch. Exhale, bring the knees in towards the body. And then take a little rock back and forth. From here, allow the feet to come down to the mat. The hands can come out to the sides of the hips, and then begin to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. So we're exhaling as the knees drop to one side, inhaling as we lift them back up to center, exhaling as they drop to the other side. Inhale and come back up. And then from here, walk the feet so that they're touching and let the knees fall in opposite directions. This is Supta Baddha Konasana, or bound reclined angle pose. And just deepen the breathing here. You can flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Noticing your mental space now. It should be a little calmer, a little easier to maintain awareness of the breath. On your inhale, bringing the knees together. Feel free to use the hands to bring them together if it helps. And then extend the legs out. And you can choose to end your practice here if you have to go on to something different, or you can come into a Shavasana. So if you choose to do that, relax the feet, let them fall out sideways. Bring the palms upward towards the ceiling, and just relax. So, thank you for staying tuned, for practicing with me. It really is such an honor to guide your practice. You are the universe, as am I. And with that, we have great influence. So as you go out, plant good seeds. Namaste. And again, my name is Amanda Altman. I hope you enjoyed this. I am so thankful that you took some time, or you gave yourself some time this morning. And if you enjoy, share, like it, and subscribe for more. Have a lovely day.